So do you know the numbers behind your numbers? That's my question to you. Do you know the numbers behind your numbers? If you're embarking on any growth plan, whether it be, a 10% growth plan, a 50% growth plan, or you're going to double your business in 3 years, whatever the plan that you're building, do you know the numbers behind the numbers? And let me just take that a little bit into more detail. So you've built a business plan that shows you will grow your revenue by X amount. Yeah. Do you know how many customers it will take to get you there? Do you know how many customers will deliver the profit margin that you're planning in your business plan? Do you know how many inquiries you need to hit every month to get to those profit and revenue figures that you're projecting for the growth of your business over the next 1, 2, and 3 years? Most people, what they do is they create a plan of where they want to get to, but actually the underpinning numbers of that, the number of inquiries, the conversion rates, all of those facts and figures that determine the success of your business plan are never really considered. They're never really measured or worked out in any detail. So for an example, if you want to grow your business, there are a couple of things you can do right now that will immediately increase your profit and your revenue. Number one, really simple, convert at a better rate than you're doing right now. Do you know what your conversion rate is? If you don't know what it is, you can't improve it. You can't convert more of what you don't know. So that's number one. Number two, what are you doing to increase the number of inquiries coming through the door? Whether that be email, social media, phone calls, whatever medium you're using, what are you doing to increase the number of those? If you don't have an answer for that, if you're not measuring that, you can't improve it, you can't increase it. So you can't tailor your marketing and sharpen it up a bit to get a better response rate. And then finally, what are you doing to get more with less? More with less. There's a saying in marketing, and I think it's true actually, to be fair. 50% of all marketing works. The question is, which 50%? So this again comes down to looking at the numbers behind the numbers and going, we've spent 10,000, 15,000, 50,000, 100,000, but which bit of that 50 and 100,000 worked? And if you have processes in place and a methodology in place to see what works, you can then go, well, we'll cut that because that's not delivered, or the benefit of that hasn't delivered, or we'll add this into the mix because that has delivered, or we'll increase this, or actually we'll just save the money that we've cut back on from things that aren't delivering the results. But if you don't know the numbers behind the numbers, you can't actually grow your business because you're just guessing. So often what people do is they just go, this is what we've got to achieve, let's throw everything at it to make it happen. No. What you need to do is target your energy at the right things and throw everything at the right things, but you have to know what they are. So measuring things, understanding things. Let me give you an example. A client of mine spends a lot of money on direct mail. We help them look at how they can use direct mail more effectively, i.e. how do they get better results from the direct mail, but also where the direct mail isn't working to cut back and don't do as much direct mail in those areas or for those things. Another client has been spending money on social, and we've said to them, spend a bit more in physical elements because they'll get a response rate with a certain part of their customer base that way. So it isn't about always just doing one thing. It's about knowing the things that work for your customers, knowing the things that will get you the results, tracking them and improving them. And that's how you deliver growth. So you know the numbers behind the numbers, and then you can really start to leverage the resources you have to deliver growth, new business, new inquiries, new conversions, and ultimately your business plan.